Greetings and welcome to episode 61 of our Let's Play series. On today's episode, we're going to continue right where we left off yesterday, working on the refined storage system. We want to get this sucker up and running, or as close to it as we can. So, let's just jump right in. We've done a little bit of work since yesterday, getting a few more processors made, a few more of the processors made and whatnot up and running, so that we can finish up these chips, so that we can have at least, let's try for two 16K chips. We're gonna try for that real quick. We should have most of what's needed for it. Ha! We have exactly what's needed for it. Perfect. Okay, so what I want to basically do is take the disk drive, wherever I put that sucker at. I have to look for that, I guess. There it is. Keeps getting stuffed over there. Ah! Don't drop it. Now we got it back. So I want to stick that on the network somewhere and see what it looks like when I use this disk drive. Oh, that's right. I gotta put them in the casing. I'm so dumb. So let's go over here. Let's make our casing here. Bam. Okay, now they should fit in there just fine. One can only hope. So that'll give us quite a few items. 32K items. So just out of curiosity, I want to see how many carrots we have, because I really haven't stopped it. Because it's going to be 37,000. 37,000 carrots. Are you serious? This is insane. Let's go back. Let's continue to work on our network, because that's a bit much there. But we can always make more disk drives. It's no big deal. Okay, so let's see here. We can just leave it there for the moment. Now the next thing we're going to need to work on is, let's just make a few import buses and export buses, and maybe one of those, what was it? It was a external storage, and I don't want to test that one out real quick. So let's make some cables. Yeah, we should have everything we need to be able to make a few cables here. We got 6 of those, some of that. This should give us 36 at least. Grab a little bit more redstone. Oh wait, we weren't out of redstone. We were out of glass. There we go. Well, we don't need 2 stacks there. Whoa. Whoa there, Taga. Whoa. Okay. So that should give us quite a bit more. Yep. 60 will be a good amount to get us started. Okay, so we'll put our quartz back up there. There we go. Got a little bit of organization going on here. And again, something disappeared over into here, because I don't seem to see... Oh, I must use all those printed ones. Never mind. Okay, so what I want to do here is I'm going to run off of this. We're going to take this one out. So let's break that real quick. And we're going to borrow that real quick. I will put another one down right there for the moment. We're going to run across there. Oh, I guess you could run it off of that too. Yeah, that'll work. So let's start by making a few of these interfaces here. We're going to start with the external storage. So we're going to need a destruction core and a construction core. And if you remember that from yesterday, it's also going to require 2 chests and a improved processor. So let's throw in several improved processors. Let's make 8 more of those. We'll throw in those. We're going to need those there. Okay, so that's going to get those going while we work on the rest of this here. We need to grab... Let's grab one of those and one of those. I grabbed 2, didn't I? Nope, only 1. Okay. So these were both with basic processors to give us each one of each, I guess I should say. And then what else did we need for this external storage? We're gonna need 2 chests. We're gonna need some wood. There we go. That should give us a full stack. Let's drop that right in there. There we go. Put our full stack over there. Grab this here. We'll make some chests. Okay, so now we have 8 chests to go with what we need here. And we're only missing the processor. They should be close to being done. Yeah, we can at least take out 1 or 2. No worries there. So let's take it here and let's click on it. Okay, so now we have an external storage interface. The next thing I want to look into is we need some sort of either a crafting interface, monitoring interface, something along those lines. So we got the crafting grid. I'm not sure exactly what it's called in refined storage. I'm going to assume that it's something like the grid. So we're going to make one of these real quick. So we're going to need another construction, another destruction. I'm glad I made more of those. And one of those. Okay, so let's let it make that last one real quick. We're going to make another one of these. Just to test with here. So we'll go like so. And that gives us the next two we need. We need to make the frame part now. The machine casing, my apologies. So that's basically just one of those there. And we're still missing... Oh yeah, we gotta go pick up our improved processors. And then let's make our grid. There we go. We have a grid. Let's stick it on here and see what happens. Oh yeah, that's definitely what I'm talking about. Okay, so it shows what we need there. Now if I can click, there we go. It'll show that the drive is using 2FE, the grid is using 2FE, and the cables technically aren't using anything right now, which is good. But I did this for a reason. I did this because I'm trying to see how the whole network thing connects. What we want to do is take our external storage here, stick it on there. I want to see if it's going to show. Oh, holy smokes, it did. It's showing everything in the network in there. Very nice. Now, it should show nothing on these drives, which it doesn't. Good. But what else I want to do is, I'm going to break this real quick. Okay, so we got that back now. Give us an open spot there. I want to take a stack of carrots. I want to drop it in here. So we have 64 carrots in there. I want to see where it shows up. It shows up, so it represents exactly the number of items itself. So if that's the case, then the highest we can get is each one can hold 64 items, which is going to require, let's see, 4 diamonds. Just going to require 4 diamonds. Yep. It's not too shabby. So that'll hold quite a few items. Creative disk, storage disk, creative storage. So yeah, 64 items. Which isn't a lot, but it's also not bad either. So having this external storage for this helps out quite a bit. It also allows us to give us chunks of pieces that we need. So this is a good test setup to be able to have access to every item that we have. Now the next step is to make the crafting grid, which is probably a combination of the grid and a crafting table. Yeah, pretty much. So let's make a crafting table, and then we'll go from there. Because we should have everything we need here. If we break this, that is. Okay. Let's drop those in there and let it go to work. And it'll give us the crafting grid, which I assume is just a more advanced version of itself. Allow crafting and whatnot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this all up, and then we're going to go set this up downstairs. Well, I should make some more import buses first. Let's make those import buses and export buses first. So the importers are going to require the destruction cores and improved processors. We only have 5 improved processors, and that's fine. We don't really need a lot of importers, though, because we're not going to be pushing into the network just yet. We're going to be exporting out of the network. Well, no, that's not necessarily true, because we'll have the carrots. We'll have the carrots. Okay, so let's go make some exporters, which are going to be construction cores. So let's, we're going to make 8 of each of them. So for that, we're going to need 8 pieces of this, the quartz, and 8 pieces of glowstone. We should be able to make these right here in my inventory. Yep. There we go. Okay, so we have 8 and 8 of those. We're going to need more gold processors. There's no getting around this. Okay, so we got our crafting grid here. We're pretty much just going to go there, there, and there. Well, we're going to need a couple more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that'll get her done. Okay. So, with that being soldered, there's our crafting grid. Let's set up and see. Yep, so now we have a crafting grid, and we have the, there we go. Wow. Display normal. Okay. So it's got all of our items in there that reaches to our network. And we got a crafting table. So now we can even craft in here. That's pretty nice. So we're waiting on these here. And while we wait on those there, let's go downstairs. We're going to take a look at where we want to put it. We're also going to put an interface up here as well. But what I want to do, and we're going to connect up here. So why don't we put it up here and then just extend it downstairs? Because we're also going to put an interface downstairs, which is fine. I'm totally okay with putting an interface downstairs. So for that, what I want to do is we need a place for it. We really need a place for it. I could offset this and just set it right there. I wonder if I place it downward, if it'll face upward, because I could use that spot right there. I could set it right in the floor. There's only one way to find out. We got to test it. So if I'm facing down and I put it up, nope, that didn't work. Nope, it'll only face around the 4 sides. It won't do all 6. It won't go look up or look down. What is the best way to go about this? Well, I can dig around there and set it up to pump in the back. But I would also like access to this so I can just right click on it and throw all my items away. We're going to have to think about this for a second here. Where we want to put our network. Because the power itself and the solderers and all that kind of stuff, we could actually just set them up on the wall over here. It doesn't really matter. Because we got the cabling, we can go pretty much anywhere. So, we can go pretty much anywhere. We like having access to our items. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right here. Now that I think about it, it's going to go right there. And we're going to put it right there, and then we'll just run it around here to the back of that other part. It's pretty simple. Let's put in some lights here, and let's get to work. We'll go behind all of this, and we'll put the importer, not the importer, the, what was that again? I don't remember. The, external storage, that's what it is. Oh, we don't have access to the back because we're using it for this. Well, I bet you we can fix that pretty doggone quick. We only have so many sides to this. But it won't be too difficult. We can make this work. We could use a slave. Now that's something we could do. If we put the slave right here, it'll still give full access to everything. Good thinking. Yeah, so we're gonna make the slave. With that, we're gonna go to storage drawers. So you got the compactor, the drawer, and the slave. So we're gonna test this out. I've never made one of these before. So it only requires gold. Oh wow, we're super full here. We need to dump some of this stuff. There, 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 there. Okay. That gave us some room to be able to make this slave controller. Because we already got the stone. We can easily get the drawer. I don't know, do we have any over here? I thought we did. Yep, we have 16. So, we have plenty of drawers. Let's see, slave controller. Pretty much just need to make these red comparators. We need 2 red comparators. So I'm going to need 2 nether quartz and 6 torches. Let's make these redstone torches here. We don't have enough. Whoa, 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 what's going on here? Okay, that was weird. That was really weird. Okay, so grab one of these. We're going to pretty much just want to turn it right into sticks. There we go, we have 8. Okay, so now we have our 6 for there. Click on our comparator. Take our solderer away. There we go. Now let's build this. And we're going to test this out because I don't know if this will actually work or not to add access to our network. But we're going to have fun with it and find out. Okay, so building our slave, and we're pretty much going to put it right off of our network here because it should be able to fit if it's somewhere on the network, technically. Okay, so it doesn't allow us to pump items in or out. That's kind of interesting. Not entirely sure how the slave works. Oh, whoops. That's kind of counterproductive. I gotta go around these torches. Where am I going? You know, it helps if I walk backwards in the correct direction here. There we go. So let's test that there. Okay. So now we got it set up there. Can we see it if we put the crafting grid right there? And we can. So the next step is, not only can we see it, but can I pull the items out? And then will it put them back in the proper place? So you notice I just pulled out all these blocks, flux electrum blocks. Now let's see if I put them back in, will it go to that spot? So it did not go into there, so it must have gone back into there. Okay, so it can and does use the slave controller. So we won't need to run the cables super far. In fact, we don't need to run them hardly at all. This works really nice, and you can see the items are already increasing in number based on our processing in the basement from our void ore miner. So this is good. This is going to allow us quite a bit of expansion. So with that, let's simplify our network. We're going to move a few things around here. We don't need that there. We can grab that there like so. Is there anything in the solderer? Yep, there sure is. We're out of space. Hold on. For the moment, we're going to clean out our inventory real quick. There we go. Let's grab our solderer here. Not that it's super important, but let's do so. And we're going to cut this back here. We need to put our power and a few other things down on our network. So the controller, we're going to put right there. Because everything needs to be connected to the controller via cables, so that's fine. Okay, so let's put our power off of the back of here. This may not be the most efficient just yet, but it should work. So we'll put that there. Am I stuck? Kinda. There we go. Okay, so we wanted to put our drive somewhat close to us, so I'm going to put the drive right here. Crafting grid right above it. Put our 2 drives back in. But we're going to take out those carrots though, because we want them to go into the storage drawer downstairs, which we'll take care of and fix in a moment. Ooh, we're going to have a paneling issue there, I see. Yep. We'll have to fix that at some point. Okay, so the drive does not seem to be powered. So we're 0% of our 32, but it doesn't look like it has any power. That isn't good. We're going to have to figure it out. Does it have to be directly off of the controller? Well, if it does, that's pretty easy. We'll just move this real quick. It doesn't have to be right there. It can be right here. So with that in mind, take our controller here, put it right there. It's still dark. Doesn't make a lot of sense here. Maybe it's just the spot. We don't need you there. It's not like we're going to use you there. We'll put you over here for the moment. Yep. Okay, so it won't let me put those back up there because they're not well. But why is it so dark? That's really weird. We need to put this back, by the way. Yep, there we go. I'm not too sure it works, I think. Let's test it here. We don't have a spot for these bricks. Or do we? Do we have a spot for bricks? I guess we do now. To test this, we're going to need to disconnect it from here for a moment. So there's nothing in there. Shows it going into the crafting grid. It's stored once. Good enough, I guess. So it's going to, as a priority, it's going to use the refined storage before it uses the drives. I'm kind of okay with that. Really wish the color wouldn't be so off on that, but it is what it is, I guess. There we go. Good enough. This will work out extremely well. Now we have our crafting grid, and we have access to all of our items in here. That's going to make this super nice. Then we're going to connect downstairs at the beginning of the next episode. I think we're going to start moving everything around because we are making progress. We made a lot of progress today. We got a lot of things put together. So I'm pretty happy with what we were able to accomplish today. So let's continue with that tomorrow on our next episode. So I thank you guys again for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.